Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on in your energy. I'm gonna shuffle. I shuffled already, but I just want y'all to see me shuffle again. So I don't know why, but I do. Anyways, okay, we have a flipper right there that wanted to come out. Page of Potions, but in reverse. Okay. We'll get more information first before I start this reading. If you are new here, guys, or a cross watcher, welcome. My name is Ninja. I'll be your reader. Also, just so you know, this is an all Aries channel. So do help yourself. If this reading does not resonate with you, do help yourself to check out one of my other readings. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. You're coming in this reading as being very fiery, in charge, stable, privileged lady. So you have everything together. I see you're like, you have your act together. You know what you want. You know what you're doing. You're taking charge. But there's things going on around you, right? There's always things going around us, right? I feel like you are possibly doubting your intuition. So maybe your intuition has been talking to you, telling you things, and you're just not following what your intuition has been telling you. Yes. It seems like you are obsessed, or maybe obsessed is the wrong word, but you're concerned or you're worried, constantly worried that you're going to get bad news, or you could feel it. You're going to have bad news coming to you. You're worried about it. You're stressed out about it. Your intuition, you don't know if it's your intuition that's talking to you, or, is it real? Is it really something that's going to happen? Because there's something that is going on around your energy where things seem a certain kind of way to you. Where you feel like, things are going too good. Or, life is finally picking up and things are getting good, and you're worried that you are seeing things the wrong way. Like, things seem a certain kind of way. So you have this, I want to say, expectation that something terrible is about to happen, or you forgot to pay a bill, or very stressed. You're very stressed at this time. And I see here that you're very concerned, possibly about making the wrong decision that's going to end up affecting you further down the road. There's something that's going on in your energy where, you just feel like if you just make one wrong mistake, it will cause some form of domino effect, okay? So, that is what I'm getting here. Yes. And you're worried it's going to cause some kind of injury, or injury. I don't understand what that means, but that's what I'm getting. You're worried that it's going to cause some kind of injury. That's... Huh. You are preoccupied with the idea that perhaps there are warning signs going on around you, and you are concerned that you are not picking them up. You're thinking that, that's what I'm getting. I don't understand that either. But you are maybe in the past. Okay, so what I feel that is maybe in the past you have found yourself in a situation where you were in a bad situation, and then once you were out of that situation, you looked back and realized, oh my goodness, there were all these red flags going on and I didn't pick them up. So now you're in a situation now where you're feeling like, what if I am, you're questioning yourself, like, what if I miss seeing the red flags? Maybe, am I ignoring the red flags? Are things really, okay right now? Or am I okay? I feel like you're like questioning this. But with the Nine of Presents, it makes me feel like you're doing fine. You're having anxiety. I feel like this is what this is, anxiety, because I feel like you're doing fine. Let's keep going. But let me go ahead and keep going. This it makes me feel like you've been through something terrible, something awful, okay? Where you're still suffering from the effects of it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you have been suffering from, you're still suffering from the effects of something that happened in your past. This is why you have this where you're questioning things and you're so, I want to say anxious about things. And you're concerned that, things are, you're going to receive bad news. You're very concerned that things are going to fall apart or you're going to make the wrong decision. That's what I'm getting. So, specifically, you've been dealing with somebody who was a bully to you. Okay. Somebody who was very dominant, controlling. So now you are single and you're on your own, and that person is not around anymore to tell you what to do. Okay. Either that or this is either the past person's energy, or you are actually seeing somebody right now and you are in a relationship with somebody right now. This could be a past situation for you, or this could be a present situation. Yeah, that's what I feel. So either you're still in the thick of things with this person, or this is a past situation and it's still affecting you today. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Spirit is saying you need to just love on yourself and forgive yourself. Okay? Forgive yourself for allowing it to happen. I know people ask, like, it wasn't my fault. Why do I need to, forgive myself for allowing it to happen, for allowing it to continue. And I know there are situations where you couldn't have gotten out of it. In that case, where you were stuck in a situation and you just couldn't get out of it, for, no matter what you try to do, then you need to just forgive the whole situation. Forgive that person and forgive the whole situation. You know, in other words, it's the only way to start the healing process. Okay, because Spirit is saying, you need to love on yourself. But I feel like you really do, and the reason why that person treated you this way is because of your attractiveness. They were jealous of your attractiveness, or they were so concerned that somebody else was going to, take you away. So they felt like they needed to control you and dominate you and shake you up and, keep you stirring, that kind of thing. Wow. So this feeling that you're going through where you just feel like you are constantly out of balance, it's because you still haven't healed. I could totally understand that. Yeah. One minute you feel like, okay, I got things under control. One minute you feel like, I'm doing this, I'm doing good, everything's going great. And then those little voices in your head just come back and they just start haunting you and pulling you down. And it makes you feel off and it actually stresses you out even more. Because you're so used to this pattern where this person who traumatized you was constantly, I want to say, disrupting your life. This person was constantly disrupting your life. This person was constantly coming in and changing things up. So it was like every time you had to deal with them, it was this feeling of bad news. This feeling of being abused, of being assaulted in some kind of way. So this could be verbal assault or any other kind of assault. But the feelings that you go through, it seems like you're expecting it to happen again. That's what I want to say. It's like you're expecting it, and because you're expecting it, you're actually experiencing it. I hope I'm explaining that right. because you were expecting it. So for you, that this is a past situation and you're not going to this right now, you are expecting the downloads of being in an abusive relationship. You're expecting it. Things are going good and you're like, before when you were with that person, things would be going good, and all of a sudden everything would just like, fall apart and get really, really bad. So now you are so used to having this pattern in your life where things will be good and then fall apart and go to a terrible situation, and then everything would go back to being good again. So now things are getting good. You're in your mind, you're thinking, it's going to happen again. And, everything's going to be, fall apart again, and things are going to get really bad, and you're going to be abused again. So it's more like your emotions have gotten, I don't want to say used to it, because you should never get used to it, but it's more of like, not used to it. That would be the wrong word. Expect it. Like you just automatically are expecting it because it's been a pattern in your life for so long. That's what I'm trying to say. It's been a constant pattern. So, and you kind of expect life to go from being balanced and in harmony and to being unbalanced and chaotic, and because that's what I'm seeing. So, and feeling like you're in the dark and feeling like you don't know what's going on or why that person's acting this way, or what did you do, that kind of thing. It seems to me that this is more of like a, you have I don't know if there's a word for this, but I do feel like it is a form of PTSD type thing. You know, it's giving me that vibe of, you know, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's giving me that vibe of PTSD. Okay, so now that we see what is going on and what you've been through, and I just want to tell you, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this, and you're going through this now and experiencing these emotions, Aries. I mean, this must be very hard to carry around with you, to have this, to have this in your life, going through this constantly and feeling like you're in the dark, and or you know what I mean, like be like you're going to be shaken up all the time. Yes. You might be suffering from depression too because of this, because of the anticipation of expecting something bad to happen. All right, I'm going to shuffle again. I'm going to just see what else comes out here, because I do see that the Spirit is saying you need to start loving on yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to treat yourself, Give yourself a little treat. That's, you know what, I'm going to tell you something. After abuse, treating yourself, and what I mean by treating yourself is, I mean like, doing small things, loving on yourself, taking care of yourself. After abuse, it actually is very hard to do, especially after you've been abused for so long. You might have been abused for maybe 2 years to 15 years, 1 to 15 years, so something like that. So yeah, the longer that you were the longer that you were in that situation, I personally believe that it's going to take just as long. But hopefully I will say something, or maybe you coming to listening in to tarot readings will help you in some kind of way to help guide you out of this part in your life. This difficult part in your life. Okay? Because I do see here, Spirit does want you to be optimistic. So it makes me feel like if Spirit wants you to be optimistic, there's a reason for it, There's a reason for this. Yes. To break out of a mental trance. To make peace with your past here, To make peace with it. Because I feel right now, it's as though, Aries, you're in jail. but it's not real gel. It's mental gel, which could be just as bad. You know what I mean? Could be just as bad, if not worse, because it's mental. So it doesn't matter where you are. You just cannot enjoy yourself. You try to go out. You try to, do things that you used to do that you used to enjoy, but when you do those activities, it just doesn't feel the same. Yeah, that's what it is. To release the pain and move on. I know it's easier said than done, that's for sure. But that's exactly what Spirit is saying here. It's time to let it go. It's time to forgive, and not for that person, but for yourself. Cuz I see here you're not ready though. This is what this is telling me. You're not ready. At least for one of you, you're not ready, but so you might so basically what's happening here is because somebody in the past, this is for you who's in the past. For you that's living through this now in the present, somebody around you is sabotaging your life. For you who's in the past, that person was constantly sabotaging your happiness. And this person is, if for you who's going through this right now, this person is constantly sabotaging your happiness in the moment. So same thing, you know what I mean? And you're coming to expect it. So for you who's living in this now, you're actually coming to expect that this is a normal thing, and a normal part of your life. It's your brain's way of basically trying to protect itself in an odd way to constantly be expecting it. So it's like you're ready for it without having to get ready for it. Does that make sense? Or like, let me see if I can explain this. You're this person's constantly sabotaging your life, and you know it. So you're mentally ready for the next time because you already know that whatever you're building on here, whatever you're working on here, whatever you're putting your energy into, that person is going to somehow belittle your efforts in some way, shape, or form, or belittle you as a person in some way, shape, or form. There's going to be something that is going to, this person is going to do something to break you down. And it's like your mind is, it's as though, okay, how do I, it's like, when you're in a car, if you ever, watch these racers, the guys who race, they get ready for impact. They're like, they're ready for it. Once you've gone through it, you tend to be ready, like you mentally get ready for the next one that's going to happen. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, any car accident is going to be bad, right? So anytime this person traumatizes you, it's going to be bad. But by you expecting it and by you getting ready for it, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get ready for this big war, to happen. So for you, who this is in the past, this is how this up and down living, going up and down in your life, has become something that you expect. So this is why you're expecting bad news, even though that person's out of your life. You're still expecting something bad to happen. That it, you know what I mean? You just know something bad's gonna happen because it has been that way for so long, that kind of thing. So, I feel like with the seven of presents in reverse, you might feel very overwhelmed. I feel like that's what I'm looking at. Very overwhelmed, and it's causing delays in your life. Aries, whoever this reading is for, okay? What I'm understanding from this is that you're You're not ready to heal just yet. You probably have come a long way to healing, because I do see self love. You know, I do see some self love here on the table, but you're not where you want to be just yet. Um, I would highly suggest talking to somebody. If you belong to a church, sometimes the whoever you go to, the father, the preacher, the imam, they will counsel you. Okay, for free, they will counsel you. If that is not something you would like to do, there are colleges that study psychology that you could go to if you are having, money problems or you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it. There are colleges that you can call around and find out which ones that are doing it. And what they do is you can come in for therapy or counseling, so you could talk to somebody, and they will give you, sessions for a scale price. Okay, so basically they'll go by your income, so it depends on your income. It could be as low as $5 a session, $10 a session, something like that. And what happens is the therapist that you talk to, they're these are counselors and therapists, whatever you want to call them, who are in training, and they'll usually will be somebody behind them, like the teacher, the one that is monitoring them, because they have to be monitored. And this is how they're going to learn. They have to get on hands training before they can just be let loose into society, right? So I mean, that is one option. Okay, but I would highly recommend not just that, but to go out and, you know, go out and do something different than what you normally do. Yeah. I know it can be very hard because you're like, nothing feels good at this time. It's like a wound that just won't heal. It's very difficult to go through, but you are so strong. I mean, you are still here. You're so strong. I feel like you are a lot stronger than you are giving yourself credit for. Okay? With the Queen of Candles energy, you're a boss. Okay? You're a boss. You're born to be a boss. You will overcome this in no time. I guarantee it. You're going to overcome it, and you're not just going to overcome it, but you're going to come back stronger than you ever were before. Way stronger. You just got to let your thoughts not rule your life. Just don't let your thoughts rule your life, especially the negative thoughts. Now, there's nothing that's wrong with being cautious, okay? But it is when you start stepping into the line where, like this, like where you are expecting it constantly, okay? Excuse me. So I would highly suggest go and do something nice for yourself. Whatever that is for you, right? Whatever that is. Plus, playing positive music can help. It depends on yourself. Whatever works for you, do that. Whatever it is that works for you, right? Let me go ahead and see what else is going on here. I think I'm going to leave this here. I think I'm going to leave this reading here. Oh. Okay. Spirit is saying you need to see and recognize your value. Um, what you need to do is to do that. Well, it works for me. I hope it works for you. But look at yourself in the mirror and compliment yourself to rebuild yourself, to make yourself feel stronger. You need to talk to yourself in the mirror. Don't let people see you doing it, though. Don't let people see you doing it, okay? Because if you get locked up, hey, you're on your own. You let people see you do it, okay? Yeah, but don't let people see you do it. But really, you gotta talk yourself. Talk to yourself in the mirror. You know, and really pump yourself up. Kind of like football. What the coach does to football players. You know how he's like, oh, you could do it. You got it. And, yeah, you got. You know how they pump them up and then they throw them out there. You got to do that for yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. Okay, you got to talk to yourself. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, and find the joy in life. It's gonna be a road, but it's gonna come. Okay, talk to yourself, pump yourself up. You got this. It's all about your attitude, right? It's all about your attitude. Everything in life is really, I would say, a huge part of it is your attitude. Okay, so when you have these negative thoughts, throw them out. Don't even listen to yourself. Throw them out the door and say nope. Tell yourself, I'm gonna listen to Ninja, and I'm gonna only tell myself good things because good things are coming for me. You're a fighter. Tell yourself, I'm a fighter. Because you are. That's what I'm seeing. You're a fighter. You know what I mean? You're the boss. You are a boss. You're a natural leader. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? So tell yourself that. I'm a boss. I'm a natural leader. I could do this. I could lead myself out of this. I have the power to do it. And believe it. Because you do. You do have the power, okay? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with any of that I suggested, okay? Um, and you could, whatever you do, what you want to do really when you come out of a bad situation like this is you want to turn, think of it this way, you want to turn a negative into a positive. So how can you take this pile of shit that you've been given in life and turn it around and flip it into something that's going to be positive for you in some way, shape, or form? Once you do that, you're going to find your power. You're going to find, well, not your power. You have your power. You're going to find your peace of mind. Let's put it that way. You'll find your way of learning how to retrain your mind. It'll help. It'll help a lot, actually. All right? All right, Aries. I hope I said something that was helpful here. If I did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Don't forget, I am having the Easter gift card giveaway. So that is going to be the week of Easter, which is coming up already. And don't forget about that. Also, if y'all plan to be shopping through Temu, because we do have Mother's Day coming around, Easter's coming around the corner, and Father's Day is coming around the corner. So if y'all plan to shop through Temu, I would appreciate it if you use my code. It'll be in the description. You should get a discount, and I will get a discount. So it's a win-win situation. And yeah, I would appreciate it, guys. Anyways, thank you for joining me here today, guys. Catch me in the next one. Bye-bye.